What's going on YouTube and cryptocurrency family? My name is Harry, and I'm the Crypto Vet. Thank you for tuning back in. Lots of red in the market today. It's looking pretty rough. I don't think this is the end of the bull market though, so don't worry just yet. But we're going to go over both scenarios, both good and bad, and the signs that we have in the market currently that are pros or cons for both sides. That way we have an idea of where we really think everything's going to go from here based off of the information that we have in front of us, right? Because we know that this market could be exactly the same as the last one. We know that this one could be completely different. So we have to start noticing signs of when we were at tops, signs that when we were actually bouncing to reverse back to the upside. We need to be able to take all those things into account and paint a big picture from there. So if you like the info, if you like the content, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Thank you again to everybody from BitBoy Crypto's channel. I had a blast on all around the blockchain, and I do look forward to going back on there soon, sometime soon. Nothing planned at the moment. But also, since I did hit 1,000 subs finally, thank you guys. I will be doing a giveaway here sometime this week. So stick around to watch the videos. One of the videos this week, I will basically just ask you to comment, like, that's pretty much it. And then I'll pick it on stream, most likely on Friday. So thanks again, guys. Links for my Twitter, XRP Veterinarian, as well as Twitch, Discord, all the other goodies down below. But let's go ahead and get started here. If we head over here to CoinMarketCap, let's go ahead and hit the old refresh. We can see here that our market cap is down to almost 2 trillion exactly. We're at 2.038. And our Bitcoin dominance is, holy shit, dropping like a motherfucker. It is down to 39.2%. Bitcoin's down to some pretty low levels, 43,000. And we can see here that we kind of got some mixes up and down here, greens and reds. Overall, though, Matic is the one running the show at the moment. Solana and a lot of other good tokens doing very, very well. If we look at the biggest losers, ICP not doing well. I actually FOMO'd in because of a buddy, and I had some money just sitting on Coinbase, so I was like, fuck it, I'll go ahead and buy some. Yeah, I bought 3 ICP at like 400 and some change, so not doing so hot on that one, but I'll ride it out till it's profitable. It'll be profitable at some point. But that was just a funny little story. But all right, so if we take that and we head over here and take a look at the Bitcoin dominance, we can see here that we are setting new lows with every day that we go here. We are in an area that we could potentially see Bitcoin try to bounce back and take some of its dominance back. But we could also just keep going down, especially with projects like Ethereum and stuff having so much money put into it that it is very much displacing Bitcoin against the rest of the other cryptocurrencies. If we look here on Bitcoin, we'll come right back to that. One of the signs that we're seeing that it's very, very bullish that we would be potentially at a zone of reversal for Bitcoin would be the 20 weekly exponential moving average. It could be the 20 or the 21 weekly. You're going to get a lot of people say it one way or the other. I can pull it up real quick. You can see the only difference between 20 and 21 is the 21 actually brings it to the bottom of the wick, and the 20 actually just brings it up just slightly higher. So if you hear one person use one or the other, you guys are pretty much getting 99% the same information. Just one person is using the length as 20 days, some 21. Some people like the 21 over the 20 because it's more like a Fibonacci like level moving average. Whatever one you'd like, completely pick your poison. I think I've stuck with 20 just because it works out on more charts, so I can use it as kind of like a standard, but that's just for me. So I did have that question in the Discord, so I just wanted to answer that because a lot of people bring up their own indicators, everything. Just wanted to clarify that one for you guys. All right. So up here on the left-hand side, I have 2017, and every time that we touch the 20 weekly, and I have just 2 examples up here, we touched it, bounced up, and we continued on for much bigger rallies before we saw the next big correction. Well, here we are in 2021, and we have only for the first time now touch the 20 weekly exponential moving average. However, we did something this cycle that we haven't ever done before, and that is we actually broke below it, and we actually closed a daily below it. Then we closed another daily coming up, confirming below it, and now here we are, right? The only good thing is that on the weekly, we are above this moving average. So we kind of have like a week buffer time to keep going up for Bitcoin, or for everything to kind of figure out what it's going to be doing before it's looking kind of bad for Bitcoin, in my opinion. So if we come back to this random chart I have here, this is actually Bitcoin back in 2013 in June. And we can see here that during the bull run, we actually did drop down below the 20 weekly exponential moving average for about a week before finally getting back on top and then moving on, right? And you can see that during the bear market, we are below this 20 weekly exponential moving average. Let's go ahead and zoom up real quick to 2017. So yep, we'll just stop here. Everything's in log right now. Actually, we'll just hide this. There we go. Here in 2017, we touched it, and then it wasn't until the bear market starting in December 2017, January 2018, that we started to trend down. We got below the 20 weekly, and then we basically stayed below it until right here back in 2019, April, when we had a little mini rally. And this goes all the way on to where we currently are right now. So the question is, are we going to stay below this moving average here and keep going to the downside, or are we going to find a very, very good bounce here and move to the upside? Well, personally, I think we are going to have a bounce. Everything's looking pretty rough, but it's almost like there's too much news about one bad thing by 15 other people in 15 different ways. And to me, the last time that this happened was back in 2017, which is part of the reason I have this actually labeled. So on September 15th, 2017, this was right when we came down to the bottom. Then on Sunday, we touched below and launched up, and then we had a good Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday before actually pumping to the upside. But if you notice this date, September 15th, 2017, I came here and found an article from September 11th, 2017, and why Bitcoin's values dropped this weekend is due to China clamps down on cryptocurrency banning. And I looked at about 20 other articles for all these other days, this day and this day, and there's just these narratives of how Bitcoin's going to be losing, this is not going to happen, this isn't going to work. Pretty much just negative cryptocurrency narratives as a whole. And, you know, what do you know? We started to see some drops in Bitcoin for the next couple of days after that narrative was pumped, right? Afterwards, look what happened. You know, there was a big rally. So the question is, will that happen again here now? Personally, I do think it will. And even though we are below it right now, if we kind of zoom in, we have a couple patterns that we were following. But the biggest thing now is support and where we're going. And I've said a long time ago that I thought this line here would be very, very important, because this is when Tesla bought Bitcoin. Our price rallied up. We started this little rounding off thing here, and then we actually dropped down to this point. So I had the align originally where this was here because it lined up perfect with some of our other measured move targets. And you know, if we were thinking Elliott wave and this was the ABC correction wave here, we could see a nice bounce here. But back to this line here, we have Tesla giving us the good news. I'm buying Bitcoin, everything pumped. And then, you know, right over here, we have Tesla giving us the bad news. You know, I don't like Bitcoin anymore, right? Well, I don't think the line needs to be here. I think the line should actually just be a flat line right here where this previous all-time high was. Because I think we may have actually just jumped the gun a little too early on Bitcoin. And this is why the charts are a little different and why we're potentially going below the 20 weekly at this time. We got this news of Elon Musk buying Bitcoin and we jumped up, started this pattern. But well, what if right here, you know, we were actually showing some signs of a top? You see these long wicks at the top here. We might have needed to actually just come down here before moving up to higher. But now, since we exaggerated it and took it longer, right? Manipulation, news, whatever narrative you want to push. This could be why we're getting down a little bit lower. But if you look now, we can see that we are getting exactly back now for a back test that we actually didn't really have right here. Back test of this support, which is right at 41,750, somewhere in that range. And from here, we could build some more support and actually have a nice bounce to the upside. So just a random thought. We're definitely going to wait and see if this is going to be a bear market. I do already have enough position on this side to, ride it out for another couple of years if I have to. I don't think that's the case, but you got to be prepared since this is the first time this has happened in a bull market that we are experiencing, right? We usually do not ever drop below this moving average. So the potential that we might be going lower is there. And if we look here in the short term, we do see that we are below our weekly, our daily moving average. We could be potentially finding a bottom, like a reversal point in this pattern here to move to the upside. But one of the problems is we have the daily exponential moving average and going towards the weekly exponential moving average and towards the bearish cross, meaning that, this is, we're going the other way now. We've rounded over, found a top. And this could be very, very bearish for Bitcoin. So right now, everything is pretty much just going to rely on this next week and how we go, right? We could, just stay sideways here. We could go really far down. And if we come really far back up and close above this 20 weekly exponential moving average, it's game on, right? So to me, when it comes to Bitcoin now, we're just kind of sitting back, watching, waiting to see where this actually moves to before making any really, really big decisions, because I do still think that we're going strong here. And that's, yep, that was it for Bitcoin. So let's go ahead and head over to Ethereum. If we look at Ethereum, I'm going to go ahead and just take this fib line off here. And the most recent thing we've been tracking is what's been going on since the 8th of May. And it's just this, are we at a top here? Are we consolidating into a pattern to continue upwards? Are we going to drop down really, really, really fast here? And what to do with Ethereum. So for me on Ethereum, we actually hit my target down at 3,100 and the last bit of my target at 3,300. After that, I have been just sitting back waiting for a good spot to potentially buy in for some longs, or I'm just going to be waiting for the next big jump and then I'll sell off for some profits at that point. But Ethereum right now is looking very, very, very good still. The biggest thing that Ethereum has going for it is going to be its Ethereum against Bitcoin chart. If you look at this bad boy, you're going to just, you'll be wanting to buy Ethereum now and not actually be selling it. Where is the... It'd just probably be easier if I did it this way. Give me 1 second, guys. Sure. All right, here we go. We got the ETH to Bitcoin chart here. And this is, a 3.5-year resistance. We broke above, came back down, confirmed it. We're launching up. Exact same time frame, 4 years apart, April 2017, April 2021. You can see when we got above the 236 here, 2 or 3 weeks, then we came up to overcome the 382, and then another week. I mean, it was a stair step until we hit all the way up past the 786 here. So, for the next 3 to 5 weeks, we could be in one hell of an alt season, especially we got Bitcoin dominance dropping to 40 here. We take Ethereum, we keep running towards this projected target of, 0.1415 BTC. It's very likely that we could still see Ethereum continue to pump. If we were to continue sideways before any of this was to happen, because say Bitcoin goes low or anything like that, we are fighting the 20 daily exponential moving average right now with Ethereum. We did meet our measured move target to the downside of this, like maybe little head and shoulders here. But right now we are below this moving average, and you can see how far back this broadening megaphone goes. So we could come all the way down to test this support here. But the reason I took off the Fibonacci levels before was I actually had the fib retracement going from, I believe it's this high here, yep, to this low, because it was the weird wick. And when you actually line it up, you can see where this rally actually went up to for Ethereum, just on a smaller time frame, but you know, this goes all the way back to April of this year. So, you know, we got another 2 months of data in here, and you can see how much fighting we did between this 2 and the 2618. So, but if we were to drop back down to the downside, like say to this lower support here, we would most likely do it right around this 414 area. So $2,800 would be probably my lower value for Ethereum if we were to continue going to the downside. But with this chart against Ethereum, against Bitcoin, I mean, it really looks like that even if we did have 2 or 3 down weeks anywhere in the next week or two or in the next 6 months, that it still looks like Ethereum would easily outperform Bitcoin here in the next month or two. And then last real quick before this video gets too long, if we look over here at XRP on the daily, we can see that the next volume based resistance before the $1.97 high is going to be right in this $1.77 region, all the way down to about $1.72, going up to 83, 84. But you can see that these points have been very strong for selling pressure as we try to push towards higher prices. And XRP right now is looking much better than it did back here, where I was saying, is this a breakout with confirmation, or is this just a bull trap, you know, when we're trading way the hell up here? Turned out that this was a bull trap right here, bull trap. But now we actually have confirmed daily candle confirmation, and now we're back above the fib golden pocket. We're back above volume support, trading support. So it's looking really good that XRP may potentially continue this move to the upside. But fortunately, I'm just going to be stacking up as much XRP as I can at any price below $2. Don't really care if I have any extra money, like the mining rig. Once it's up to like 20 bucks, 30 bucks, we switch it over to XRP immediately, because it's $30 worth of Bitcoin that's now, you know, 15 to 20 XRP, which may not seem like much, but when XRP is worth $10, $20 here, you know, when I'm planning to take profits and sell, each one of those, the little $10 a day mining actually turned into $100 a day mining with my old 2070 Super. So, but again, guys, I'm just a doctor/idiot. This is not financial advice. Things do look very positive for XRP. I'm just still not going to get much of a boner here. I'm going to keep my little chub until we get some prices above 177. Personally, I'm not going to be really sold until we just break this high. You know, show me a new high, I'll show you a new buy. We can do some breakout trades and make some money. So we'll just have to see where this goes with XRP. If we really look here into the really zoomed in 15-minute, you can see that we got a nice little steady uptrend here. Lots of good buying pressure, but it looks like every time we get something good going, Bitcoin takes us right back down. So for now, I'm just going to keep an eye on where Bitcoin goes, because if Bitcoin drops, everything's going to go with it initially. I would not want to be stuck in any trades or trying to buy my way down, because eventually your dip keeps on dipping and I run out of money. So I don't want to do that. But that's going to do it for today's episode, guys. Remember to tune back in for the next couple days, hopefully for the content and for the giveaway that I'll be doing. So thank you guys for all the support. Again, I really appreciate it, guys. Also, if you have any questions, concerns, again, links for everything down below, or feel free to contact me somehow, and I will try to get your question worked in as soon as possible. Catch you guys in the next one.